There we go. Can't get my camera right, y'all. Sorry. Wanted to talk about a few things today. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Let me make sure I get some good wood, some wood up under here, because I want to be talking about camp on the 18th through the 21st. And just give more details on it. Right now, I'm doing what I always do. I'm out here practicing my preps. For all this wondering, water is on, and we back on the grid. But for the most part, we still practicing. Just trying to get ready for the big trip. So as you can see, I got everything set up. I'm gonna bring y'all over here with me in the shade while that stuff cooks here. Hold on 1 second. Trying to find a good place for this so it don't burn up in the sun. There we go, that ought to do it. All right, let me get over here. Let's chop it up real quick. Ugh. My rooster goes crazy every time I do a video. I think everybody rooster goes crazy every time they do a video. I don't understand that, but it just is what it is. So, look like I'm in the tropics. I feel like I'm in the tropics. This is one of the reasons me and Lady Led don't go on too many vacations, because we kind of live on vacation here. How you doing, TLC in the garden? Who else we got in the house? Hey, Lee Harv. Hey, Courtney Taylor. I can't awakening. I'm not going to butcher your name. Grace Gines, Courtney Taylor. Don't hurt the harvest. Myra McLean. Hey, Myra McLean. How you doing? Ant 4 Barbecue. Let me see who we else. I can't pronounce your name. I'm not gonna butcher it. But thanks for everybody for being in here today. Today, I wanted to show you guys something that has to do with, if you get in a situation, we're gonna talk about the camp trip, but if you get in a situation where you need somewhere to go, you need somewhere to live, if there's some kind of displacement of your family, these tents, everybody should own a tent. Absolutely everybody. I've been saying this, I can't even count how many years I've been talking about tents and showing tents. I just can't even count. What's up, B Rich? Thank you, brother. Thank you for that. But now it's getting a little bit more critical that Just RJ. What's up, Just RJ? Said you couldn't butcher RJ. There you go. What's up? Yeah, you can't butcher that one. Let me see. Hey, Rosanna. Say good morning, Lady Led and Led Farmer. That really looks nice and cool. Are you using charcoal, gas? Right now, I started my fire with a little bit of charcoal, and I'm burning oak on top of it. So I'm keeping my oak wood going because I plan on being out here for the rest of the day. And I'm going to be cooking, this I guess is lunch now, but this started out as breakfast, but I had a lot of things to do, kept coming up. So right now, just a little sausage and eggs going on. And later on, we're going to figure out, I hope I can get my hand, I got some fish in there, some whiting, and I hope I got enough energy to go ahead and do me a little fish fry for the day. Hey, my Renaissance grandma. Say garden and holistic fun. How you doing? Say I purchased 6 tents for me and my immediate family. There you go. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. What else we got? Hey, Sandra McCoy. So, I'm going to turn this camera around and I'm going to show you guys something that you might want to go looking at if you do own a tent. How you doing, Angela Locke? It's good to see you here, my sister said. Rosanna Burgess, wow, okay. That should give you the food a whole new taste. Thank you kindly. You're very welcome. Well, it's being cooked inside of a pan, so it's not going to change the taste of the food at all. Thank you so much. So, let me see. It's good to see everybody here. All right, here we go. What's going on? How y'all doing? Who just said that? Erica Jones. Turn your camera around. What's going on, Erica Jones? She's like, turn that camera around. I would rather look at the tents than this ugly mug. But listen, I wanted to let you guys know, how many people have purchased a tent or already have a tent? Now the gnats. The gnats come and the roosters start crowing. It never fails. Okay, Courtney Taylor, you got a tent. All right, G Jones, Just RJ. I can't pronounce your name. Traveling Through, Sweet Zari, Delgata 747, Ladybug 629, The Virtuous Homesteader. Okay, all right. So here's the deal. Just because you have a tent does not mean that it's going to be completely waterproof. It can stand up to a little bit of, light rains. Look at that hawk, red tail. No, that's a turkey buzzard. It can take a little bit of light rain for a little while and you'll be okay. And it can keep doing that. But we've been caught in downpours that are so horrible and they last all day that if you don't have some kind of sealant, some kind of silicone sealant, you want to definitely go grab a can. They used to be like $2. But I guess with everything that's going on, they're up to about $5 a can. Let me see, Rosanna Burgess. I don't know where to purchase a good tent. What do you suggest? You can go to Walmart, and I left a link on my other video. I'll put that link down in there as soon as I can. Let me see. Nessa's Oasis says, yes, I had a leak on a new tent. Now I'm going to say one other thing too. It doesn't matter how much money you spend on a tent. I don't care if you spent $20 or $2,000. They are going to leak. Period. Unless your tent is made out of some kind of polymer or silicone, I don't know, plastic something, you're going to need to seal it. Cindy's World, best tent in the tent you can afford. Best tent is the tent that you can afford. Amen to that. And you can spend tons of money on a tent. And we have some expensive tents, and we have these $24 tents. And I kid you not, they all leak. And I don't care if anybody tell you they don't. They probably spent about $10,000, which they could have went and bought some land for that. So I've had them all, and I still got a lot of tents. So look for what's in your budget. But I'm gonna also tell you one other thing too. Now the wind picking up. I hope that wind ain't blowing past this mic too hard. But here's another thing. If you get a tent, there are some that's so thin, they're not for, I think they're for kids to play in. They're not a real shelter. You just can't use them as a real shelter. I'm talking about if somebody on the outside sneeze, you might have to wipe your face if you sitting on the inside. That's how thin some of those tents are. Um, so you got to be careful with that. And it's a lot of them coming from overseas that's like that. So you got to be careful. I'm going to say when you get a tent, okay, Ozark Trail and Coleman tent are the epitome of tents. I'm just going to say that. If you want to gauge a tent, it shouldn't be no thinner than a fairly, just let's say a $50 Coleman tent or a $50 Ozark Trail tent or a $50, no, Magellan, they cost a little more, but that they shouldn't be no thinner than that. Because I'm gonna tell you one other thing too. When you start getting those knockoff tents, another thing you run into is they are not fire retardant. I gotta say that word right. They do not prevent fires. That is important. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you are zipped up in a tent, your sleeping arrangement, whether it's a sleeping bag or a cot, your tent, that stuff needs to be fire retardant. Because if you sleeping in a tent, all it takes is one spark. All it takes is one little coal from your campfire that didn't quite get put out all the way. All it takes is one person to thump a cigarette from the camp next door to you, and you'll go up in flames. So, am I squiggly?
No.
Okay, crispy?
Yeah.
Okay, good, good, it's working. Let me see, Cindy's World would just melt and burn to you. Yeah, a fire retardant one would just melt and it'll burn you, but I mean, it ain't gonna set you on fire like a sausage. You know what I'm saying? Because they make some so, and it should be a federal law that you shouldn't be allowed to make nothing like that. Um, what's up, Rambo Green Hands? Thunder question: if I spray the tent with water with H2O repellent, water repellent, will it be able to fold when I'm done? Yeah, it's just silicone spray like you spray on your clothes. If you ever got a good pair of boots and you paid a little bit of money for your boots, you spray this same stuff. See, this is for everything. Your coats, your clothes, you see sleeping bags, your boots, your tents, your tarps. We use this around the house too. You know, on our boots, you buy a good new pair of boots or shoes. It might be suede or something or leather. You want to spray that on there too. You will be definitely be able to fold it back up. It's not like you're spraying like a plastic shell on top of it. And that's also, it only lasts so long. So you want to do that. I'm going to say if you go through rain, well, I like to spray my tents every time I'm about to go out and go camping for real, for real. Right now, I'm not. I'm going to burn one can just to show you how I do it, and then I'm going to go from there. But this, definitely, family, you want to look into that. Hey, Dan Permaculture Food Forest, what's up, brother? What's going on? So, it's not like starch. No. That's what you thought. No, it's not like starch. And if you get in the kind of starch where you can't fold your clothes up after you spray it, I suggest you change companies of starch. Ali said silicone spray is a lifesaver. Yes, it is. Cindy's World. Just order some winter boots from Land's End. Plan to spray them with that silicone spray. Now, don't take my advice. Read the instructions on your boots. I spray all of my stuff with it. If your boots say don't, then follow the manufacturer, whatever. How you doing, Tanya Douglas? Guava. So don't listen to me. Listen to the instructions because there's some expensive boots out there that will break a warranty or something. So I don't know. All right. Let me see. Ladybug 629. Do you spray inside and outside of the tent? Okay, that's an excellent question. You can. I don't. You can. I never have. Let me give you my reasoning for that. Because if you spray this on and you spray it good, you spray it really good. You don't just, it ain't like you're trying to spray paint your old bike. You go heavy on this, okay? Now here's the thing about that. This is to basically seal all of the pores in the screen of the tint. So this is why I'm about to show you exactly what I do, because there's a big difference. Let me check my sausage here for a minute. Let me see. We're gonna spray this one too. Let me check my dinner. Let's see here. There we go. So this will give you a little bug eye view of what I'm doing here. Yeah, that's ready to go. Let me bring y'all up here. Hold on. Cause I ain't getting nothing done with y'all just looking up at me like a baby. Y'all looking up at the grill like, I want to taste that. Okay. So I'm gonna use that same oil. Get that in there. I got my fire rolling. That boy rolling. So now I'm gonna use that same oil, and see I got my fire over here. Most of the hot stuff is over here, and I keep the cooler ones over this side because that's how I turn my heat down. Now I'm gonna add another log on that boy real quick just to keep that going, because I'm gonna be out here all day. This is some old wood that I had in a fire pit a while back. Get that boy in there. Move him over here. Now, when I'm at camp, I'm either doing this in a fire pit or rocket stove or something else like that, or a grill. It don't matter. So, wait, what was that? Hold on a second. I'm working my hand. I'm trying to get out of the heat. Now, this is what you call dirty eggs. I know y'all done seen this before. Hold on. Bring y'all over here with me. There we go. That fire is boiling. This is what you call dirty eggs, where you ain't really cleaning the pan per se. It's gonna have a lot of residue still left in it. Let me see. What was that? Okay. Now I just hit the chicken coop. So grab my chicken coop, got my eggs popping off. So this might be too hot. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Bless you, baby. Okay. Is the boy home?
Yeah.
Okay. Just needed to know how much I'm gonna put in here. I'm cooking for the family. Whoa. Okay, I got to put some oyster shell in the coop. That shell broke too easy. Now this is just gonna go in the garden. Eggshells. And I'm gonna show you this real quick. Just like I told you before. Ain't no game. Right there. That's it. That's how it's done right there. All right. Hold on a minute, y'all. I'm gonna get back with y'all in a second. Just let me get these eggs together. I don't even know if y'all can see that. There they go. You gotta learn how to work that fire. See, you keep your high heat over here. You keep your wood. I don't know if y'all can see that. You keep your wood high over here and you keep your fire low over here so you can slowly control the heat. If I wanted it hotter, I'll bring it over here. If I'm burning stuff up, I scoot it back over that way. You do the same thing in at your camp as you would in your house. This is how you turn the heat down, turn the fire down. So one of these days well, I'll keep that, I'll hang on to that idea for now. I'm gonna put a small piece of wood on the low side, but close to the back. There we go. So while that's doing this thug thizzle, you know you can't leave no scrambled eggs. Any questions? Where's the coffee? I've already drank coffee this morning and I really don't need no more. But I do have a percolator. So if you're going to be making coffee, you can, matter of fact, either cowboy coffee or percolator coffee tastes best to me anyway. Let me say, hey, Crafty Mom's Creation. TLC said, I got the toasted coffee. Where's my plate? Come on, come on. Always awesome. Angela say, yeah, we see it. You got everybody hungry now. Come on. Come on. You need to be in front of the... Everybody should be outside right now. Everybody should be outside on their grill. Because if you're coming camping, or see, I want to get this straight. I don't eat grits. I stopped eating grits and grains, and I ain't had grits in a couple years now. Few years, actually. What is cowboy coffee? I'm gonna have you Google that one, okay? But it's an easier way to make coffee, a better way, actually. Am I at home camping? Yes, this is my home. I'm out on Easley Island right now. No biscuits, I don't eat biscuits. I don't eat bread. Any recommendations on how to keep inside the tent cool for better ventilation? You need a tent fan. Get you some kind of fan. And I need to get out this sun because I feel my phone getting hot. Look at it. There it go, locking up. See, I had to bring it in the middle of the gate. There it is. It's starting to lock up now. See, I didn't use no salt and no pepper because that oil that I had is salty enough. That's right off the sausage, so you don't need to keep seasoning that. Well, I don't anyway. I don't like a whole bunch of salt. Cut this heat up a little bit. All right, so let me see. Let me see what we got. Led just turning in. Do you have a shower set up? Yes, and we're going to talk about that too. The shower is right over here. Can you see it? Let me see. Yeah, it's right there. Right there behind me. What's up, Eco neighbor? I can't see you, brother, but I see everybody saying, what's up, Eco? What's up, man? I could barely see the screen with the sun hitting it. As soon as I'm done with these eggs, I gotta come out of this sun before my phone cut off. Eco in the house, y'all. Mr. Eco neighbor. Mr. I ain't gonna blow your spot up, but you the one put it out there, you know. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, Eco. One of these days I'm looking forward to that too, man. Little bundle of joy. Joy. Joy to me. Make me. Won't you heal me? Joy. Oh, baby. Teddy. Moving, grooving, grooving, moving. There we go. Come on, eggs. They doing their damn thing. Here we go. There we go. Them boys starting to look like ain't nothing like some fresh farm eggs, y'all. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, baby. Let me see what we got here. I'm gonna run over here real quick. Matter of fact, let me get them off the fire, and I'm gonna put a lid on them. They should be just fine. Come over here, get out the sun for a minute, cause we're burning up. All right, hold on. It's difficult. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Okay. Where's Lady Liz? She is sitting right here next to me under the big tree in the shade.
Hey, y'all.
Say hey, honey.
Hey.
She working on something right now, so we doing everything outside today. She kind of at work.
I'm working on some chill.
So she says she working on some chill mode. Do you have a solar water heater? Yes, I do. It's just a bag, but yes. I wouldn't do nothing no farther than that. How do you store food when you're camping? You need either a good, I can show you better than I can tell you. You need either a good cooler, or ever since I've been introduced to Bouge RV, I use all my Bouge RV refrigerator freezers. My Bouge RV refrigerator freezer is in there right now, in the other tent, right this very minute. And my Bouge RV is hooked to the EcoFlow 1800. That's what really I'm running right now. Hey, it's She is Sunshine. What's up, Blackyard Garden? Let me see. Dow Max says another great shower idea is a garden sprayer with a wand works perfectly. Yeah, I can see that working. I can see that. That's a good idea. But it's going to be cold. What's up, African Dreaming? What's going on, family? It's good to see y'all, man. It's good to see you. I sat in on y'all video. I was driving and I was listening to you and your wife the other day, man. So you know you got that thumbs up. Hey, Miss Native Cherokee. Myra McLean says, I was going to ask about Lady Led. Yeah, she right here. She always somewhere close to me. Let me see. Is the refrigerator bear proof? There is nothing bear proof. Nothing. There is nothing that's bear proof. The only thing is bear proof is a 10 millimeter, and I'm gonna leave it right there. That, you know what I'm saying? This rag is letting off lint on me. Feel like something was in my nose. Thank you so much, Tamara Williams. Say I had to subscribe to Garden Homestead about the guava tree. Thank you for that. That's my buddy right there. Hey, what's up, Anthony? What's going on, man? Said, wow, you are really live. Man, I'm live almost every day, but either people, I don't want to get into that again, but people aren't seeing a lot of us, and they be like, look, I checked and I wasn't subscribed all of a sudden for some reason. Either they're not subscribed to my channel for some reason, and I've dealt with the same thing. I'm unsubscribed to a lot of people's channels, so I just been going down my list and resubscribing to everybody because nobody pops up in my feed. Uh, Thank you for that, Juan Francisco. Jeremy has awakened says serious question, led. Did you use a single person tent for the restroom or the shower double duty? I don't understand your question. Did you use a single person tent for the restroom? Oh, no, no, no. That is a restroom. That is a shower tent. Let's get over there because I got a lot of questions on that. Let's get over here. The phone is cooled off too. So let me show you. This is a shower tent. And yes, it's really this big. It's plenty of room in here. So you can shower and do your business in here. I'm literally sitting on the bucket right now. African Dreamer said we literally use the garden 20-liter garden sprayer as a backup shower at all times. Day 2 of no water. It's a common thing here. Wow. Yeah, so this is your shower tent. I put the top on it so you can't see through it, through the mesh, because I'm going to spray the top. I spray all of the rain guards first. And then I wouldn't spray the sides of this. I mean, you know what you do in here. It's going to be wet anyway. So my concern about the shower tent, nah, not really. But the tents, I spray them with silicone spray. First thing I start with, I put all of the rain tarps over top of the tents. Then I spray the seams first. Then I spray the whole thing. And if I got some left for the sides, depending on if it's like a 4-man tent like I got out here, I'll do that. Hands in the dirt, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Let me see what we got. OGG, that's a long one. What's up, OGG? Say, I've experienced that as well. I am not a YouTube content creator, just a supporter of the garden. Some kind of reason your whole message is cut in half for some reason. OGG and C. I can't read it. Thank you, Nikita. Okay, so how you doing, Gray State? It's good to see you. So, let me see. Sheila said I just bought it. Blue Eddy EB55 700 watt. What kind of little heater can I connect to that? You got to find a heater that's going to. You got to remember one thing. If you get a 250 watt heater, you're going to only be able to run it. You got to divide 250 into 700, and that's going to give you your answer. So if it's 700, 2 hours, that's 500 watts, right? And then maybe 3 and some change, maybe 3 hours, you'll be able to run that heater constantly. So you got to do the math on that. And if that's something that will help you out, you got to put it like this. I always say this. Please don't sleep on your covers. And I mean that almost literally. Please don't sleep on your covers. Before you go buying a whole bunch of electronics to keep you warm, spend the cheap money on some good blankets, some good sleeping bags, okay, some good quilts. Spend the money on that first so you'll be warm with that. And if it really hit the fan, then you can cut on one of your little heaters, because then you'll be using energy off of your solar power generator. That's just a waste of energy. Let me go back because I had some good questions, I believe it was. Laird Farmer, what size tent stakes do you recommend? Just manufacturer stakes that come with won't hold paper down. You know something? I'm going to tell you something. Not with these tents, but in my garage with all my other tents, you ain't going to believe this. You know what I use? You ever seen them long nails? They're like aluminum. They're made out of aluminum or not aluminum. I'm sorry. They're dirt cheap. I think they're like 25 cents a piece. And they're about almost a foot long. And it's just a big long nail that you get at a big box store. That's what I was using. Because there was a time where a tent stake will cost you a fortune. A fortune. I don't know about now. uh, gutter nails. Is that them foot long galvanized? They galvanized. They fairly light, but man, yeah, them galvanized about, I'm gonna say 9 to 12-inch nails. That's what I use. Once these little, I don't even hardly use these little ones that come with the tents no more. And I don't like using, if you buy them plastic ones, you'd be disappointed every time. Every time. Say yeah, that does the job well. That's what I use. I mean, I know it's a little hood, but man, it work and they'll last forever. I've had my nails about over 20 years since I've been camping because I had to learn the hard way. What's a good sleeping bag? I can't tell you that. You got to do the research on what sleeping bag is going to fit for you. Like when I say fit for you, there's all kinds of sleeping bags. There's the mummy bags. Are you going up in the Alps? Do you need a mummy bag if you ain't going up in the Alps? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Do you, if you live in the South, do you need a 20 below sleeping bag? Think about it. Let me see. Hands in the Dirt is a good 100 tactical bag, good for a bug out bag. Oh, okay. I don't know what that is. But I'm going to just tell you this. You got to use your common sense when you picking out a sleeping bag. Like, I live in the South. If something went off, if something popped off, I do not plan on going to a place where it's below zero. And if I do, I don't plan on not having a shelter. I don't plan on being outside. I don't plan on being exposed. I don't need a 20 below sleeping bag. You just saying mummy bag triggers my anxiety. Oh, okay. But no, I got I got a 30-degree bag. We got 30-degree bags on our hiking bags. We got 50-degree bags on our, I'm sorry, 30 degrees on our bug out bags, 50 degrees on our everyday just hiking, walking bags. It's just no need for all of that. It's just no need for that. And you know what? I got her. Keep me warm. You gotta, you know. Happy Max say no mummy bag for me, claustrophobic. You know what? I can see it where it's needed, but it's not a necessity at all. So you gotta pick your sleeping bags or your sleeping arrangement just like you pick your tent. There is no set one for everybody, because if I told you what I got, it might not work for you. Like somebody just said, sometimes in the Midwest it gets below zero. Right. I'm from Ohio. I know that. That would change the game for me. Hey, K-Sale, said, I use those windshield covers made of Mylar insulation in my shed. They also work camping, especially if you have to lay on the bare ground. That's a good idea. I'm going to have to check that out. Hand says, practicing Feast of Tabernacles and don't even realize. Okay. Um, hey, Mary Grow with me. How you doing? Let me see what we got here. Okay, so let me get my eggs off. I probably done burnt these boys up. Let me see. Ooh, they ready. All right, baby, soup. There it is. There they go. There they go. There they go. There they go. I'm gonna let that sit there for a minute. Cool down. Matter of fact, let me get this sausage off in there, boy. Don't need to have them lonely. Dinner is served. All right. Come over here, back in the shade. And Let my phone cool down. Okay. All right. Any questions? Let me see. Finally got my fire pit. Time to stack some wood. The cold winter is coming. Got cooking grill. Can't wait to try it. Uh, did anybody catch the name of that spray? Don't go for the name. Just go for anything. I grab whatever I find. This is what I found this year. There's all kinds of different ones. It don't matter. So don't necessarily go looking for this one because it might not be in your state or your city or whatever, your store. African Dreaming said if you don't plan on super cold weather, don't get cold weather sleeping gear. Just my opinion. That's more than an opinion, brother. That's smart. Why would why would I waste right now? To me, that's like buying a snowblower. Now that used to be when I lived up north. That used to be you bought a snowblower before you bought a lawnmower. I can't make that up. You bought a snowblower before you bought a lawnmower. But I haven't needed a snowblower or a snow shovel in over 25 years. So I'm gonna say 20 years. I remember when we moved to Atlanta, I took all my snow stuff with me, snow blower, snow shovels. I still, in my attic, no lie, I still got a double fat goose coat in my attic, and I got triple, say it
What is
again,
that?
say it again,
Triple.
triple
What
fat
is the
goose.
double fat?
Yeah,
What is that?
triple fat goose. That's how cold we used to be, okay? We got the triple fat goose, and we got our big leather trench coats with the wool and the down inside. It unzips. You know, you can separate the coat 3 times. It come with a vest. You unzip the vest, then the inside, then the leather on the outside. What type of camping stove do you recommend? I don't. There is no specific camping stove that I would recommend.
Make it out of
You
some
can
stones,
I'm gonna tell you what I made.
some
I,
sticks.
you can make a stove out of anything. I wouldn't say, hey, go buy this because if you wanted to buy something, that's totally up to you. But I wouldn't just send you over, and there's a reason for that. You can make it out of anything.
Ah, what was that?
You can buy a rocket stove. You could buy. That's a tough question. I wouldn't recommend one specifically. I've shown all kinds of stoves I use over time, over the years, but you got to understand something too. The kind of stove that you use depends on the situation. I literally probably have about 5 or 6 different kind of barbecue grills for different situations. I got about 3 or 4 fire pits. I don't even know how many different camping grills, camping stoves I have. I got propane, butane, uh, I got it all. And rocket stove, I just don't know. Oh, and TLC in the garden say use a coffee can. I made a coffee can cooker a couple years ago and shipped 2 or 3 years ago, and scrambled eggs on it out of a coffee can. It was chock full of nuts coffee can. This tree want to be in the show. So I got a video on that if you want to go check it out. It's my coffee can cooker. Go look it up. You will see. And I scramble eggs on that boy. I show you everything you need to make it. I made it real quick. Turn around and cooked and scrambled eggs on it right there in my kitchen. About, what was it, 3 or 4 years ago, whatever it's been. 2, 3 or 4 years ago, whatever it's been. So Crafty Mom said, go ahead and, oh, thank you for that, Crafty Mom. Goose down. My favorite was how to start a fire with water. I got way more ways to start fire than that. When I get to camp, I'm gonna show you a couple of them. What kind of trees is behind you? I have no idea. I'm looking that way. What kind of trees is behind me? I don't know. Uh, Let me see. So, with the camping now, do you want to? I would like you to speak on the sponsorship situation.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, listen, for everybody that wanted to go to camp with us and didn't quite have the money, we have a couple of solutions. So everybody, I'm gonna give you the lady led for a second because she got some great information for some of the people that couldn't afford to go to camp, that wanted to go to camp. And here we go.
Hey everybody. Y'all give a shout out to the generous sponsors who just volunteer out of the blue.
Yeah, they can't hear you.
Y'all can't hear me?
No, the wind is blowing too. There you go.
Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me now? Not my shirt is too
Well,
flimsy
just
for
hold
this.
the mic.
Okay, so anyway,
You can just hold it, baby.
yeah.
You ain't gotta do none of that. Yeah.
This
Well,
is
let you.
this look like I'm holding a little rabbit foot or something.
It
That's
is.
so
It's good luck.
furry.
It's good luck.
Anyway, okay, loud and clear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, as I was saying, we had some really just awesome, generous sponsors
Yes, we
who
did.
just volunteered. We didn't even ask. So, I want to take a moment first to thank Container Crops.
Container crops.
She volunteered and sent some funds for someone. Uh, Starduster,
Starduster 2. Thank
Starduster
you.
2, thank you.
Thank you,
We
Container crops,
also
Starduster.
got funds from Texas Hands in the Dirt
Thank you, Texas Hands in the Dirt.
and Miss V.
And Miss V.
And I'm
Thank you.
praying I didn't forget anybody, but we're saying that to say we've got a few spaces for those of you who you may have wanted to come, but your funds was just a little shaky. Well, send me an email. Send it to ladyled73 at gmail.com. All right, and I also want to give a special thanks to Crafty Mom Creations. She made this beautiful velvet. I call them scrunchies. I don't know what they're really called. Hair ties. I don't know. But yeah,
So,
check out Crafty Creations.
um, I want to and Crafty Mom, I'll talk to you in a minute. But I want to say thank you to all the sponsors for just looking out for people that wanted to do this experience that just couldn't quite pull up the pennies with the stuff that's going on these days. Man, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. We're going to have a couple of little. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to.
Yeah,
It's
man. The email is ladyled73 at gmail.com. I'm going to put it in the chat.
what type of mic is that? I'm gonna put it down in the comments below, the link below.
Yeah, and if you got an order for Crafty Moms, send her an email too. All right, I'm typing slow.
Thank you
Sorry.
so much. So I really wanted to give a shout. I wanted to make sure that everybody knew there's a couple of spaces left. Um, and you don't gotta stay all the days, whatever.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You don't. You can stay 2 days. In fact, for those who are getting sponsored, we're going to offer 2 days. That way we can help more people, unless, if we got
Yeah.
stuff left over, then you can stay 3 days. But we'll see. We'll have to see.
You know what? If somebody even wanted to stay on that third day, I'll sponsor it.
Okay, well, we
We'll
got
we'll
another
spot
generous sponsor.
we'll sponsor that third day if you wanted to stay the whole 3 days. Okay? So that's we're planning to make this bigger and better. This is just a little taste. Now, mind you, this is not survival camp. This is just to get you
To
to
practice.
practice. And I'm telling you, this is basically bougie camping. This is really glamping, glamour camping.
Start where you are.
But
So if you're more advanced and you want to practice more advanced, do that. But if you're just starting out, I mean, it's just like, kids starting sports. You wouldn't expect them to go from zero to,
NFL.
yeah. You wouldn't tell somebody that's just learning gymnastics like you got to do the triple flips and all of that like right now, and they've never done nothing. No, so come at it at your level.
Would you say they can't even put their leotard on straight? And yeah.
If
So
I had to go to gymnastics and do a flip, I can't even do a regular
I
backflip.
think you
I
can.
never did
I
it.
think
I've
you can do
never
it.
done a backflip, and
Really,
it's too late for me to be finding that out now.
please don't.
Yeah.
So uh, I really wanted to make sure everybody got that information. And just to recap, we will be at Myrtle Beach State Park camping out, tent camping. If you want to bring your RV or your camper or whatever, it's totally up to you. They also have lodges there, cabins. They
Hmm.
have cabins that you can rent as well. But the reason we're doing this mainly is because we want you to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Because staying in a tent is an acquired taste. Where's the camp? It's going to be in Myrtle Beach State Park in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So here's another little something about the beach itself. It is on the beach. We are going to be as close to the water, just say, just say, I'm gonna give it 50 yards or so.
Yeah, there's just tree. There's like trees between
Little wooded
your
area.
view and the water, but yeah, it's right. It's connected to the beach. You'll be able to walk from your tent to the beach. But those dates are September. Um, we'll be there the 18th through the 21st, but the gathering is going to be September 19th. We're going to all meet up. Those of you who've registered, you'll be getting the information. So you need to do two steps for registering. You need to register and basically just let us know that you're coming and let us know what your campsite is, but you need to get your own campsite. We're not arranging any of that part.
Not this year.
So yeah, so go reserve your site and then register with us, or if at the very least send me an email so we can look out for you, so we know you're coming, and because we want to try to get together.
Right.
We don't know you're there.
Let
You'll
me
be
see.
walking around looking for people.
Thank you so much, LaShawn Cox. Courtney says, I'm missing something. So, did we have any questions about the camp? Any at all? Number one, I'm going to throw something out there if we can't get any questions. Until I see a question, I'm going to just give you guys a little bit of idea of what you may want. Okay? Um, let me see. Um, Wait a minute. I got a question. Hey everyone, how young were children when they first started camping? Is one too young? Um, how often do we do this? More times than we can count, actually. And how young is too young? That all depends on you.
Yeah, that's up to you
That's
and your
totally up to
patience
you.
level. You feel like changing diapers in a tent, that's up to you.
Uh, do I need a group rate?
No, there is no group rate. That is just literally very informal. You reserve, we reserve the campsite, and you can reserve a campsite. There is no, we don't have any discount codes or any of that. But I do know that their tent sites are as low as $45 a night.
And what we plan on doing, we're going to be doing this every year, maybe even several times a year, because what we really want to do is get everybody well established and practicing, even down to the point of, hey, just bring your 10 survival items. 10 survival items. Right now it's just fun and we just trying to get together and get used to being outside for a few days. After that, I'm telling you, it's a lot of people that's going to whittle down a lot of people like, "Oh, I'll never do that again." Then the next people, they're going to be ready to say, "Okay, you can only bring what's in your bug out bag and you have to sleep in a tent." We're also going to move the location from place to place. We're going to stay in different places in the country just so we can all get a chance to practice. We can all get a chance to meet each other as well. But from right now, what we're doing, we're staying in a state park, like a normal state park, and it's kind of, glamorous.
Yeah,
And
they've got,
then,
you will have water on your site. I think you'll even have electricity. Um, I think all the sites do, but maybe some of the tent sites don't.
Now, and for the most part, we will never put you in a situation that's going to get you hurt. I would never take you out in the middle of nowhere where there's bears, lions, tigers, and raccoons foaming at the mouth. I would never in a million years
Foaming?
foaming. They got to be foaming.
Oh,
I would never I would never take you out in something like that to prove yourself to what? To who? No, I would never do that. I'm gonna tell you this. You could camp in your own yard and it can get rough. You do not have to go stay out in no man's land in bear country to prove anything to anybody.
yeah. Somebody asked about some starter tips, and that would definitely be it.
Right,
Start on your own yard or even in your house if the weather is bad. Set up
right,
a tent in the living room and challenge yourself to do everything in there, or challenge yourself to put up a tent in the backyard and stay outside. You might want to just try it in increments, maybe the whole day. At one point, then maybe get a little bold and do all night.
right.
Start that way. But you can have as much or as little gear as you got.
Let me see. Are you gonna make videos so the ones that are not able to? I will be going live once we get there. I'm gonna try to go live as often as possible for the people that can't be there with us. Again, we're just asking this time around to just join us. This is not, you don't have to pay us anything. We're not making any money off of this or anything like that. Now, our future plans, we're going to be organizing an organized trip where it's going to be totally different. That's going to get we'll talk about it later. I don't want to let out too many I don't like saying cats out the bag. I think
Just
that means something evil.
details. It's called details.
Thank you for that, because evil words.
Goodness.
Anyway, I couldn't find that word in my brain.
Details?
I couldn't, it was back
I
here
think it's a
somewhere.
reason why that word don't exist in your mind.
Because I don't do that.
No.
Yeah. Detail. That word detail was back there under a bed, sofa or something. Let me see. Any questions? Tell me how to blank a raccoon. Now, I'm gonna get rid of that, okay? I'm gonna have you Google that too, Siobhan.
Peter get you for saying that.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
let
please.
Peter get you. You can relocate.
There you go. That's my special word. Okay. And here's another one too, you guys. We're going to be having, not this time, but on our next trip, we're going to be having contests. We're going to be having contests, fishing contests.
Details.
Details.
It's not your forte.
No, it's not. So I'm gonna leave that alone.
Oh, I know where Cedar Point is at.
Oh,
Backyard Gardens.
what you know about Cedar Point, Blackyard Garden? That was our home stomping ground.
Yeah.
You can't camp at Cedar Point though. Was going to ask if there's any contest. Not this time around. Not this time around.
This time is just very informal.
Right.
We're gonna gather and go from there. So if you're coming, just come with the plan that you're gonna be able to practice with your stuff, with your camping gear. You're gonna be able to meet like-minded people, but it's just informal. Be ready to kind of go with the flow.
What about the animal lovers bringing dogs?
You
but
got to check with the park
you
about
got to
that,
check with the park.
because they have different rules about different things, and since we don't have a pet, we don't ever pay attention to that. So
I was gonna bring the chickens
man,
and the
quit playing.
rabbits.
Quit playing.
Take me to pet the rabbits, George. Take me to pet the rabbits.
Yes, this is an introductory trip. Thank
Right.
you, always awesome,
Right.
Angela.
uh,
Yeah, Cedar Point is home of the scary roller coasters that nope.
Brenda says
I
I
don't
can't.
do.
I camp in my backyard. Raccoons, possums had to hand raccoons last night trying to
Ooh,
barbecue outside. Oh, that's all right.
ooh.
That's all right. That's part of the game. See, this is the
Well, we
part.
can't say that raccoons won't be at camp
I
because we've seen several.
and our kids named them Randy. We don't
Yeah.
call them raccoons. We call them Randy. No offense to anybody named Randy. Okay, they ain't got nothing to do with you. My kids name raccoons Randys. So uh, Randy will be at camp. That's a guarantee. As a matter of fact, I got cameras out here on my land now, way out here, and I caught about two Randys last night. It was two raccoons on a in a place that I didn't even think they were literally jumping over something that I had set up for them, a surprise. They were jumping over it. So that let me see that they super smart, okay? And if we don't get ourselves together, Randy gonna rule the world. He gonna be the next one in line if us humans don't start acting right. It's gonna be a planet full of raccoons.
Oh,
Crafty mom.
Happy Max says, where can she send some to sponsor? Just shoot me an email and I can give you those details. I'll put it back in the chat.
Let me see.
You.
Crafty mom says, shout out to my little one. She's turning 11 tomorrow. Happy birthday, young
Oh,
lady.
happy
Happy birthday. I
birthday.
met her too.
Oh,
Yes, she's the ones in the pictures. Happy birthday, little
happy
lady.
birthday.
Little crafty mom, crafty daughters.
Oh,
The crafty twins. They was like, oh my God, it's land farmer. That was cracking me up. That was hilarious. So happy birthday, sweetheart. Happy birthday. So do I have any more questions on the tent setup? I said I was gonna spray a tent and I'm gonna spray one and then we can go eat something. So I'm,
I don't like cold food.
yeah, baby,
I don't like it cold.
only brought out one plate.
Oh,
Put it on one plate, we'll eat together.
okay.
I ain't got no spoon, no fork.
I'm gonna just take it.
You know how I was gonna get down like a straight caveman.
No.
So I was gonna caveman the food. So Jay Williams said, yes, I would like to sponsor someone. Jay
Just
Williams.
shoot me an email.
Please shoot her an email. They can hear you, babe. You got the mic, they can still hear you.
Oh, okay.
So you can tell them.
Send an email to ladyled73@gmail.com. I'll put it in the chat. How can I turn this thing off?
You don't.
I'm about to.
Just be quiet and it won't pick
I
nothing
might
up.
be over here talking to myself.
Don't talk to yourself. I heard you doing that earlier. You had me nervous.
Leave me alone.
I know. I know. She was talking to herself. You was congratulating yourself. Then you was a little angry. You was disappointing yourself. It was making me nervous. So
My business.
this is how we do it. You shake it good. When it's hot outside like this, you don't gotta shake it as hard. But when it's cooler, you camping in the cooler weather, you want to shake it really, really good. So I'm gonna show you right out the gate how I do this. Okay, this is a standard Coleman tent, right? Ozark Trail. I start with the rain cover. Okay, these are great tents. Don't let nobody tell you they aren't. Okay, I'm gonna give this some more leg room. No, that's good. Don't let nobody tell you these ain't good tents, because I've had them for years. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. And don't aim that at your face. So you see the seam here? This seam right here, you wanna spray that heavily because that is where the water is gonna come from first. I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna let y'all get out of here. See that? I'm almost making that thing drip. See it? Can y'all see that? I want that to get soaked. I want my seams to get soaked. Because that's the first place that the water comes in at. I've been doing this for years, trust me, I know. That's the first place you start getting drips. Let me see. Move this over here. You hit that seam, you let him get nice and wet. Now I got 4 seams here, crisscross applesaucing. Let me see if y'all can see that okay. I'm gonna leave this here. And then, okay, there we go. And then I got one coming across the back. All the seams that you have, hit them. Every seam that you have, hit it. Here's one. That's for the window. Now, I would just lightly spray this whole thing. That's what I would do. My rain cover is my main interest. The sides, that's another place, but you're gonna need a whole nother can. But you start up here first. That's your number one spot. You just lightly hit him like you trying to spray paint your old bicycle. Try to make it new so your friends don't crack on you. You know, you just covering up the pores. And you can see it. It'll start beading up a little bit. It works better when it's hot outside. Don't do this in the house. Oh Lord, I should have said that first. Do not do this in the house. Take your tent outside. I'm gonna get this other side because I done the front earlier and the back. Don't do this outside. I mean in the house. Take your tent outside and seal it. Okay, please. Because I'm telling you, you'll get sick. I don't know what this stuff is. And if it's sealing up the pores of your tent, I can't imagine what it would do to your lungs. Okay. I done the front and the back already earlier. So that's it. That is it. That's all to it. Now, I'm going to go off and do, oh, wait a minute. Let me show y'all something first. I know I'm probably breaking up like crazy. Hold on. So, inside the tent, as you can see, oh, she kicked my doggone plug out. There we go.
You all right in there?
Yeah, when we brought the chair in here, we kicked the plug out of the refrigerator.
Oh.
Okay, we good. It's still cold in here though. Burgers. So, everybody was asking me, how do I keep my food cold? Bougarvie all day. Bougarvie is that one. I haven't even used my coolers except for the store ice. Battery jump boxes are essential. Okay, I'll go with that. Either a battery jump box or, you're gonna need something just in case you got something plugged up in your vehicle that's gonna run your battery down. Because they do have solar power generators now that can do all of that stuff for you. There are adapters to some of these. All right, any questions so far, you guys? Got burgers on the grill. That's for later, I guess. Any questions? My Wi-Fi probably cutting out and everything. Then I'm gonna try to get on out of here. So this is how we doing it. This is how we gonna be at camp, but even more so. So let me get over here, answer some questions. Watch that mic, because I don't want it going up in no dark alleys. That might hurt.
See?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Any questions? Somebody said, I want cheese on my burger. Some burger on my cheese. All right. Oh, said I'm good? Okay. I thought the Wi-Fi might be breaking up because I'm experimenting with something. So I'm hoping my mic sounds nice. Check one. Let me see. Let me bring it over here so I can see y'all better. Okay. Is that spray harmful for the tent? No, it's made for tents. It's just silicone. And I spray my tents every time I use them. So it's never harmed anything. Show what again? Lady Eagle, show what? Let me see. God's gift says, do you think it's a good idea to spray the inside corners of the tent? I have never done that. I've never sprayed the inside of my tents ever. Ever. And even with this isn't 100% preventative either. It works really good, but you're just doing the best you can do. Show the can again. You don't have to. You might not even find this. It doesn't matter which silicone spray you get because every store is going to be different. As a matter of fact, I had different stuff just a year ago in Walmart. They do this kind of like Big Lots, where one year they got this, another year they got something else. So any kind of silicone spray. And it's just called Silicone Water Guard by Atsko. So don't marry yourself to that though. I've used a billion different kinds. Crafty Mom, that's thank you for that. That's excellent. I didn't even think of that. If you try to spray the inside of your tent, you're going to be inside the tent with that, trying to spray it, breathing all of those fumes up. Thank you, Crafty Mom. Didn't even think of that. But yeah, maybe that's why I just was like, I'll never do that. Spray silicone for boots and shoes work okay. That's actually what this is. This for everything. Boots, I think there's some boots on here. Yeah, there go some boots and some shoes. This is just silicone spray. There's no particular kind. Who was that? Hey, Nikki. Say, look into all American sun ovens. They work really great for me. Yeah, I had one, but they're freaking huge. Those All American sun ovens, my friend Rob, the Sapper Gardener, Ession's Family Garden, he got me one. Well, he got me to get one, and I loved it. But I was like, this thing is huge, you know. It works great, but it was huge, and I was like, I just can't see. I would rather start a fire, and for the money, it just kind of start, you know. Great, it's a great oven though. Let me see. Katina Brooks, you are answering all of my questions. I just have to sit and wait for you to remember. I'm trying. Is that Flex Shield? I don't know nothing about Flex Seal. I don't know nothing about it. I wouldn't do that. I just would just go get some simple, cheap. I'm showing you what I'm doing and it works. I wouldn't be trying to go off and do something that you don't even have no clue what's going on. I wouldn't do it. I'm telling you, plain old silicone spray works, and you will end up paying $25 for this tent and $35 to $50 for that Flex Seal spray stuff. It don't even make any sense. Let me see. Can that small refrigerator be used in the house at all times without unplugging it? Yes, it can. Actually, I have one in the house in my den plugged up right now. Yes, it can. You can plug a Bourgeois V refrigerator freezer, because it freezes too, in your house, into your solar power generator, into the cigarette lighter of your car, whatever. Hook it to it. Yeah, you could do any of that. Are you bringing out the rocket stove today or not? No, I got a grill going right now. I don't know if you saw that, but I don't have any reason to use that at this very moment. Let me see. If something happens that I can't make it to Myrtle Beach, then I will join you in spirit and camp in my yard. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Mad Call says Flex Seal is too heavy and doesn't breathe. See, I've never even used the stuff. I seen it on some commercial and I was like, and I see it in Wally World and it says as seen on TV. You know, the as seen on TV aisle. I don't know. I know it's expensive. Let me see, Cindy's World. I have the BUGOUT freezer in the kitchen for extra freezer space. That's what I use. I ain't gonna tell y'all what we use ours for, but yes. Barney, is there still a discount code for the Energizer PPS 2000? Yes, I will give you that right after this show, okay? And I got to bring my code back out so I can give it to you. Email me, Barney. Barney, email me at leadfarmer73@yahoo.com and I can give you that discount code. Dow Mac, bay leaves in the tent pocket will keep spiders away. That's a good idea. Crafty Mom, what's your plans for Labor Day? Plans some, I have no idea. I use my BUGOUT in my bedroom and living room in the hot summer. They even cool down the area where they are. Okay, okay. Let me see. Garden and Holistic says I'm ordering today. What generator should I eat? Gardening and holistic fun. Email me at leadfarmer73@yahoo.com. Now that I can help everybody with because I have discount codes for this stuff. And if you're planning on getting it, why not save a little bit of money? Okay. Okay. I guess that's it, you guys. You ready to eat something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, y'all.
See y'all later.
See y'all
If you
later.
have any questions about the camp trip, you got we're practicing for survival. I know this seems all fun and games and everything, but portable dehumidifier for tents, would you use them? Absolutely not. You cannot keep humidity out of a tent. You just can't. You just can't do it. So no, I wouldn't do that. Waste my energy and time. If you have any questions or any comments, please put them in the comments below, okay? For everybody that had questions about the BUGOUT, the Energizer PPS 2000, what was the other one? The BUGOUT 700. If you have questions about your solar power generators, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, give me a minute, let me get some food in my soul, and then we're gonna go over to my other channel, which is Hood Text. No, I knew what it is. I thought you tapped me.
No. That's not me.
Yeah, I know. That's something. We're going to go over to my other channel in about an hour, Hood Tech 73, and let's talk about the generators and the refrigerators, and then throw out some discount codes. And if you plan on getting some, I'm telling you, I'm going to bring all of this stuff with me so you can actually see it all work and be able to touch it so you know it works. A lot of people have a hard time purchasing things because they're like, you look all good on camera and that video been edited a lot. These refrigerators been running for years, ever since I've had them. All of them, most of them anyway. For years running, solid. Okay? So I'm going to bring them all with me so you can get a chance to look at them and touch them with your hands and see them with your eyes and see it working. All right? No edits. All right, Lead Farmer 73, and
Lady Led.
we love y'all, and we out. All right, enjoy your day.